Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So I welcome you all to today's chapter number 4. So till chapter number 3 we have done. Karma Yoga we have seen. So today we are going to see the Transcendental Yoga. Today's chapter is very important. Okay. Many important things are there. So when we go through the chapter, we'll tell you many important. The chapter is actually very important. Third chapter, second chapter, fourth chapter, all chapters, starting chapters are very important. Okay. So today's chapter name is Transcendental Yoga. Okay, so you can see the name here, Transcendental Yoga, or this is called the fourth chapter, the Gyan Yoga. Okay, so that is the chapter name. So let's start today's chapter with Guru Pranam Mantra. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamcha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder Acharya of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances unto his lotus feet, and we beg for his mercy so that his teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can apply in our life. Okay. So let's start today's chapter. So what we have learned till now, the summary. Quickly we'll see all the 3 chapters. So chapter number 1, observing the army by the Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana and Arjuna. Then moved to understand Gita is ultimate faith. Then second, the part of the first chapter, 5 reasons from Arjuna for not fighting: compassion, loss of enjoyment, fear of sinful reaction, destruction of family tradition, and indecision. Okay, so we have already learned these things. Chapter number 2, the mnemonic was Gita, started with Guru, the 3 phases of realization of absolute truth, and we can understand that by surrendering to a Guru. Okay, and what Arjuna did it? Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. So that's what we have learned. Then true identity, we are not this body, we are the soul. True identity and identity crisis. Okay, so we have learned that. Then true dharma, swadharma and nitya dharma. True identity related to true dharma. So according to the body and soul, the 2 dharmas are also there. Okay, swadharma and nitya dharma. And then last, Atma Ram, a person who is self-situated, a person who knows his real identity, how those the person, what is the symptom, how they respond to others, how they control their senses, and where they engage their senses. So the final things we have learned in second chapter. The third, the demonic was tree. So it started with Tyaga or action. Arjuna asked, Tyaga is better or action is better for a spiritual realization. Krishna tells first about the Tyaga, that a person who is controlling the senses artificially, but his mind is not pure, his mind is still dwelling on the sense object, that person is a mithyachari, that person is a pretender. Okay, so that was the Tyaga. We have learned about the Bharat Maharaj story. Okay, he went to jungle and started practicing his sadhana, but he fell down due to association of a deer. Okay, next life he became a deer. So that was the story we have learned about the renunciation part. Okay, and then we have learned about the action. Krishna says action is better, but which type of action? The action which is done as a sacrifice for Vishnu, that action is better. Okay, then rungs of yoga ladder, we have seen different types of yoga. First we have seen the karma yoga. Okay, where we are dedicating the senses, where we are working for Krishna and dedicating the senses to the service. Okay, then Gyan Yoga, this chapter, where we are dedicating our mind to the service of Krishna and we acquire knowledge about Krishna. Okay, third yoga, that is the Dhyan Yoga, where we dedicate our intelligence and we meditate upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is inside in the form of Paramatma. Okay. And fourth, the Bhakti Yoga, where we try to do we try to engage ourselves in the loving devotional service of the God, and we surrender our soul in the service of Krishna. So these are the rungs of yoga ladder. 4 types of yoga we have seen. The best out of them as an elevator is like Bhakti Yoga. Other as like ladder. Okay. Excellent example of self-realized soul. We have seen that self-realized soul, how they are, why they are working to set an example for general mass of people. Every person of us is like a leader who is guiding the younger generation, the people, the future generation. Okay. Then last is the enemy of the soul. The lust is called the greatest enemy of the soul, and the 3 degrees of lust Krishna described. First is the fire covered by the smoke. Then second is the mirror covered by the dust, and third is the embryo covered by the womb. Okay, how to control the lust? We should control it. Try to control it at the beginning only. We have given you the control lust formula. Okay, how to control the lust? The lust formula was ABCD. A for association, B for Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam reading, C for chanting, and D for diet and devotional services. So till now we have seen the 3rd chapter. Now we are going to see the 4th chapter. The mnemonic is past, P, A, S, and T here. Okay, past. So first it started with position of Krishna. Till now we have not seen what is the position of Krishna. Krishna is just giving the knowledge, but who is Krishna we don't know. Okay. So we need an intelligence question from Arjuna, so that Arjuna asks such a one intelligent question, and Arjuna is bound to reveal his position. Who is Krishna actually? Okay. So Arjuna will be asking a very intelligent question, and Krishna will be answering that question, revealing his position, who he actually is. Otherwise, you won't be able to know about Krishna. Krishna reveals himself about himself, then that is very nice. Okay. So we'll see what is that intelligent question which Arjuna asked, and Krishna is bound to reveal his position. What is his position? Okay. The second was applying the transcendental knowledge. We'll try to apply the transcendental knowledge, and we'll see certain myths are there about Bhagavad Gita in second part, applying the transcendental knowledge. Third, sacrifices leading to transcendental knowledge. The sacrifices, few things we have earlier seen. We'll just one slide we'll see quickly. We'll finish sacrifices, and last is the process of transcendental knowledge. So Bhagavad Gita knowledge is there, so many spiritual knowledge there, science of self-realization, how to acquire this knowledge, how we can understand this knowledge, what is the process. So Krishna describes that process of acquiring the transcendental knowledge, how we can learn this transcendental knowledge, how we can understand this Bhagavad Gita. Very important, how we can understand this Bhagavad Gita is described in the process of transcendental knowledge. Okay, so let's start with the first part, position of Krishna. What is the position of Krishna? Before that, chapter name is Transcendental Yoga. Okay. So chapter name is Transcendental Yoga. What is the meaning of transcendental? Okay. So the transcendental means divine or Divya, belonging to divine nature which differ from material nature that we see. Transcendental, certain divine thing. Okay. So like transcendental nature means a spiritual divine nature. Anything spiritual is transcendental. Anything connected to Krishna is transcendental. Anything connected to Krishna is spiritual. Like transcendental food means spiritual food. Transcendental work means spiritual service, spiritual work. And transcendental sound means spiritual sound, like holy name of Krishna and pastime of Krishna, glorification of Krishna. So with this, we learn a very important point, that is everything connected to Krishna become transcendental spiritual. Very important point, this one. Anything you want, anything connected to Krishna become transcendental. Okay, Krishna is not Krishna is not material. Krishna himself is transcendental. So anything which is connected to Krishna become transcendental. Okay, like if you want to make any material thing as transcendental, like food is there. Okay, so food is there in your home. You want to make it transcendental. What you should do is you should offer it to Krishna, and then it becomes a prasad. Okay, any work or anything, you include Krishna in that. That becomes transcendental. That becomes spiritual. Okay. So any material thing also can become spiritual if we include Krishna in that. If we are doing it for Krishna, if your result we are giving for Krishna. So if we are including Krishna in that, that thing become transcendental. Any material thing can become transcendental. Okay. So first sloka 4.1 slide, 4.1, the first sloka, we are seeing the position of Krishna. Okay. Origin of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna describe in this part origin of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Emam Vivashvate Yogam Proktavanaham Abhyayam Vivashvan Manave Praha Manur Ichvak Abravit. Sri Krishna is saying, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Imam Vivashvate Yogam. Supreme Personality of God had said, Lord Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to sun god Vivashvan. And Vivashvan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. Three people's name are there. Okay. The first, Krishna is saying, I have given this knowledge. So Arjun, this knowledge I have earlier also given. To whom I have given? I am given it to sun god Vivashvan. Okay. And sun god Vivashvan has given this knowledge to Vivashvata Manu, his son. Okay. So Manu, his name was Vivashvata Manu. So Vivashvan instructed to Manu, the father of mankind. And then Manu is given this knowledge to Ikshvaku. So three people's names are there. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita is actually not spoken first time to Arjuna. It was spoken many days ago. It was spoken 120 million years ago to Vivashvan. So many days. Okay. So you see, Krishna spoke this knowledge to Vivashvan. Vivashvan gave it to Manu. Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. And Ikshvaku will give to someone. Someone will give to someone. Someone will give to someone. And in this way, this someone chain is being made. And that chain is called chain of disciplic succession. Chain of disciplic succession. So disciples are being arranged in the chain. And in this way, the knowledge is getting down to the general mass of people. Okay, so this sloka you say, Evam parampara praptam emam rajashayo viduhu sakala neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Very important sloka. Very important. What is important? So you see first line, Evam parampara praptam. This knowledge should be acquired in a parampara. Parampara means chain of disciplic succession, which I have described to you. Parampara. So this knowledge should be prapta. This knowledge should be acquired. This knowledge should be received in a parampara. Okay, if it is not received in a parampara, that is not authentic. You cannot accept a person who didn't have a guru. Because if he didn't have a guru, from where he has acquired the knowledge? That means he has not acquired knowledge from a guru. That means he is not in a bona fide parampara system, because disciple should have a disciple, or any guru should have a guru. His guru should have a guru, and that guru chain should be connected to Krishna. Okay, so that is the parampara. So Krishna has made parampara for the propagation of this knowledge. Evam parampara praptam. So this is the first important point. Second, rajasayo viduhu. Emam rajasayo viduhu. So this knowledge was meant mainly at that time for the saintly kings who are like Rishi, Raja Rishi. Okay. So kings who were very saintly, that knowledge was meant for that rishis at that time. Okay. Then Sakala Neha Mahata Yogo Nashta Parantapa. So this knowledge can be lost. Sakala Neha Mahata. In the due course of time, Yogo Nashta. This yoga or this knowledge appear to be lost. Okay. Why this appears to be lost? Because the chain of disciplic succession is broken. So if this chain is broken, then the knowledge can be lost. This supreme science was received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood in that way. But in due course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore science as it appears to be lost. Okay. So course of time it is lost because chain of disciplic succession is lost. So this is very important to accept this knowledge in parampara. If this knowledge is in parampara, we can accept that. If the knowledge is not in parampara, we should not accept that. Okay. More than 180 types of Bhagavad Gita Sanskarans are there. If it is in parampara, you should accept. If it is not in parampara, you should not accept. How to check that? The person who has written should have a guru who should come in a parampara. Okay, so any person who is in parampara, you can accept that knowledge. Okay, so what are those parampara? We have to know that. Before that, one more important point is Raja Rishi. Why you think that this knowledge was given to Raja Rishi? Like the kings, mainly meant for the kings. Why you think? Any knowledge in the previous classes we can apply here? Why you think? Yes. Answers. Well, the king could further spread the same to his kingdom. Yes. King, whatever king will do, the general people will do. Okay. So Rajarshi. So it was meant for Rajarshi. Three important points in this sloka. Very important sloka 4.2. Okay. So let's move forward. Yes. Answers are correct. So what are those parampara through which we can acquire this knowledge? Okay. So Krishna has made four parampara, the Vaishnava Sampradaya. Okay. So if any knowledge of Bhagavad Gita coming under those four parampara system, four Sampradaya, four Vaishnava Sampradaya, we can accept that knowledge. If it is not coming, we should not accept that. Okay. So that is the first important thing. So this is like CBC is there. Okay. If you want to learn something, if you want to get some 11th or 12th class, okay, so you should go through a school which is authorized to CBC, CBSE or ICSE or certain boards are there like that. If this is not authorized, then your certificate doesn't have any value. Okay, so like the institutions are there for the material education. Krishna has established for spiritual education the four sampradaya. What are those four sampradaya? These are called Vaishnava sampradaya. Okay, four disciplic succession line through which if knowledge is coming, we should accept that. So what is that four sampradaya? First is called, this knowledge was given to Lord Brahma, and through Lord Brahma gradually it came to a prominent the acharya in the sampradaya, that is called Madhvacharya that Madhvacharya. Okay, so this sampradaya is called Brahma Madhva Sampradaya. Okay, later Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes in this sampradaya. That's why this sampradaya name is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay, so that ISKCON, if you see the knowledge which you are getting, this ISKCON Mangaluru or any ISKCON comes under the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Madhvacharya. Okay, so that is the first sampradaya. So the Madhvacharya is the prominent acharya in this sampradaya. Second sampradaya is, this knowledge was given to Sri Lakshmi ji, and from Lakshmi ji gradually it came down to Ramanujacharya. Okay, sampradaya name is Sri Sampradaya, Sri. Okay, and prominent acharya is, most prominent acharya is Ramanujacharya. Okay, third, this knowledge given to the Lord Brahma Shiva, and Lord Shiva, it came to Vishnu Swami. Prominent acharya is Vishnu Swami. The sampradaya name is Sri Sampradaya, the Rudra Sampradaya. Okay, this is Rudra Sampradaya. And fourth is, this knowledge was given to the Kumara, the son of Brahma. Okay, four Kumara, Chatur Kumara, and prominent acharya is Nimbarkacharya here. Okay, and this sampradaya name is Kumar Sampradaya. Okay, so these are the four sampradaya, authoritative sampradaya. If knowledge comes under these sampradaya, we can accept that knowledge. If knowledge is not under these sampradaya, we should reject that knowledge. As simple as that. Okay. If knowledge is coming in some parampara system, we should accept that. If knowledge is not coming in parampara system, we should reject, because Krishna himself told it. This knowledge appears to be lost because this was not in parampara. Okay, that is the sampradaya. Otherwise, you will see the Bhagavad Gita, many things. Many people will say Karma Yoga is best. Many people will say that the Dhyan Yoga is best. Many people say Bhakti Yoga is best. Many people only, they will see the law of karma only. Many people, so different type people, because Bhagavad Gita is so basic book and so extensive knowledge is there that many people tend to understand it through their speculations. Okay, so it should be understood with the help of a a sampradaya, okay, disciplic succession, then only we can understand it correctly. Otherwise, people will be confused. Okay, like that it can happen. So, but the next question, many people ask this question also: why Arjuna was chosen for giving this knowledge? Okay, why Arjuna was chosen by Krishna for giving this knowledge? Okay, for spreading this knowledge. Krishna answers in the third sloka, 4.3. That very ancient science of relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend. Important. You are my devotee as well as my friend. What will happen if you are my devotee, my friend? Therefore, can understand transcendental mystery of this science. If you are devotee, if you are friend, you can understand the transcendental mystery. This science is like a mystery. First thing, this is a science. This is not a like blind belief. Blind belief. The Bhagavad Gita teachings are not blind belief. Okay, whatever is written, you apply and you will see that it is correct. Okay, applying. So the thing is apply. So you apply in your life, you see everything written is correct. Okay, many things which are beyond our senses, we cannot understand those things. Many things are there which is beyond our senses. We cannot understand. Soul, we cannot understand by scientific experiments. Okay, but we can understand, yes, soul is there. Okay, so the thing is like that. When you see, when you apply, you can understand. So this is like a science. This is not a blind belief. Second, transcendental mystery, you cannot understand. So if you want to understand physics, complicated subject, you want to go to a school, you want to understood it within under the guidance of certain teacher, certain rules and regulations you should follow to study under the certain teacher. You should have faith under the teacher, okay, of the teacher. Okay, so many things are there to understand the physical knowledge. Okay, this is spiritual knowledge, more complex, transcendental mystery. This is a transcendental mystery. How you can understand? The qualification is Arjuna is the qualification. Devotee of Krishna, friend of Krishna. Before starting of this class, I told you Arjuna was non-envious of Krishna. Arjuna was having faith in Krishna. We should have faith in Krishna to understand Bhagavad Gita. If you don't have faith, difficult. Okay, so that is the thing. So we should have faith in Krishna to understand. So what is the qualification? Krishna says, you are devotee of mine, you are friend of mine, therefore you can understand the transcendental mystery. So these are the qualities required to understand Bhagavad Gita. Important. Okay, why Arjuna choose Krishna? Okay, so when Bhagavad Gita came to this earth, for that we have to understand the 4 yuga cycle. Okay, so let's understand 4 yuga cycle. So already you know there are 4 yugas: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. We are here in Kali Yuga. Okay, we are in Kali Yuga. And what is the duration of life in Kali Yuga? Duration of Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. So big, 432,000 years. Okay, an average lifespan of every person is 100 years in this Kali Yuga, which is decreasing, which will be decreasing. Okay, so average lifespan is 100 years. Now we come to Dwapar Yuga. Dwapar Yuga is double. It lasts for 432 into 2. Okay, 432 into 2. So 864,000 years. The duration of Dwapar Yuga is 864,000 years. An average lifespan, just add 1 0 more. 1 0 more. Okay, so it is 1,000 years. So in Kali Yuga it was 100 years. Dwapar Yuga it is 1,000 years. Treta Yuga. If you come to Treta Yuga, triple it. 432 into 3. 1296 years. 1296,000 years. The duration of Treta Yuga. An average lifespan, just add 1 more 0. That is 10,000 years. Okay. So 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years. And Satya Yuga, if you come, this is 432 into 4. So duration is 432 into 4 is 1728 years. Okay. So 432 into 4 is 1728,000 years. An average lifespan is 1 lakh years. People used to live 1 lakh year at the time of Satyuga. Okay. So that is the duration of the all the 4 yugas and average duration of lifespan of persons at that time. Okay. So this knowledge came to this earth at the time of starting of Treta Yuga. So, so if you add when this knowledge came to this earth, so Kali Yuga has like 5,000 years we have spent in Kali Yuga. Dwapar Yuga 864 and 1296 we have spent. So if you calculate, add 3, 1296 plus 864. So around 20 it will come, and 5 is very small here. Okay, 5,000 is very small. So this roughly it will come like 2 million years. Okay, 20 plus 12 plus 8, it will like 20. So if it will come like 20 million years ago, 2 million years ago, it came to this earth. Okay. So this knowledge came to this earth 2 million years ago. Okay. This we add Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga, and it will become 20. Okay. 12 plus 8, it will become 20. So it is around 2 million years ago. So this knowledge was given to sun god Vivaswan 2 million years ago. Okay. 2 million years ago. That's why Arjuna is confused. And Arjuna is asking a very nice question, very important question. And this question will lead Krishna to explore, to tell his position. What is his position? Who actually he is? Okay. We don't know till now who actually he is, but he will tell after this question. So Arjuna is asking question. Wait a minute, Krishna. Wait. Arjuna said, the sun god Vivaswan is very senior by birth to you. Millions of years ago, he has come. How I am to understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to him? How can I understand that this knowledge was given to him by first time by you to him? Because you and me are contemporary. We and you have taken birth at the same time. So you see, how did this happen? As we both were born in Dwapar Yuga only. We are, you and same seems to be of same age. How can I understand that millions of years ago, a person has given this knowledge to sun god Vivaswan? Okay, so this is a very important question which Arjuna is asking, and Krishna will be revealing his position now. He is saying, Krishna responds, the Supreme Personality of God has said, many births, both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, oh subduer of enemy. Krishna is telling, there is difference between you and me. Many births, you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot remember. Why? Because Arjuna is Jiva. Krishna is the supreme person. Krishna will reveal his identity more. Okay. Because Arjuna is Jiva, unable to recall what happened in previous past lives. But Krishna, supreme person, he remembers past, he remembers present, he also sees future. Everything he knows. Okay. So that is his position. Now Krishna is explaining who actually he is. And then he's saying, how does Krishna appear? Krishna doesn't appear as normal person. When Krishna appeared, he appeared in 400 form. When I'll show you the Goloka chart, when I'll teach you the Goloka chart is, by the way, very important. Okay. So when I will teach you the Goloka chart, there you will understand that Krishna is there in form of 400 form, Vishnu in the Vaikuntha. Okay. And when Krishna first appeared in the 400 form, then he transformed himself to the 200 form or the small child. Okay. So he says, although I am unborn, Krishna is unborn. Krishna doesn't take birth. And my transcendental body never deteriorates. And although I am Lord of all living entity, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. He is unborn. Why? Because he comes in his transcendental body. His body is not material. You see, my transcendental body. His body is transcendental. You see, first we have understood anything connected to Krishna become transcendental. How can his body be material? His body is also transcendental. Anything related to Krishna is transcendental. So Krishna is, first thing is Krishna is unborn. And my transcendental body. Why he is unborn? Because he appears in transcendental body only. His body doesn't change. He comes in his body. Okay. Never deteriorates. And although I am Lord of all living entity, he says, first time, I am Lord of all living entity. Who am I? I am not a normal person. My body is transcendental. I am unborn. And my I am Lord of every living entity, and I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. Krishna is explaining his position, who actually Krishna is. Okay. Eternal. Krishna is eternal. Govindam Adi Purusham. Brahmaji is saying in Brahm Samhita 5.1. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. Govinda. Who is Govinda? Krishna. Whose name is Govinda? Krishna. Adi Purusham. You are the most oldest Purush. You are the most oldest person. Every person comes from you. You are the most oldest person. Okay. Unborn. He is unborn. Janma Adi Asya. His Janma is most. He is the most oldest person. Okay. Krishna is revealing his position. You see how I'm Lord of everything. My body is transcendental. I'm unborn. You see, when Krishna appears, then Krishna is explaining when he is appearing. Okay, so he says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Whenever and wherever there is decline in religious practices, dharmasya glanir. Whenever there is glani of dharma, I'll appear. O descendant of Bharat, and a predominant rise of irreligion. Abhyuttanam adharmasya. When there is predominant rise of irreligion, at the time I descend myself. Okay. When Krishna appears, he says, and what he does after appearing. Okay. So he appears when there is decline in religious practices and rise in irreligion. But what he does after appearing, why does Krishna appear? This is the third question Krishna answers in 4.8 sloka. He says, Pavitranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha duskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So it is like a song. You see, Krishna is telling different sloka, and it is song very beautifully. Krishna is explaining his position. Okay. First he told his body is unborn, his body is transcendental. Then he says when he appears, then he's saying why does he appear? What is the activity of Krishna when he is appearing in very nice tune? That is a song, Bhagavad Gita. Okay, like a Gita. So he says Pavitranaya sadhuna. Why does he appear? First work he do is Paritranaya, to deliver sadhunam, pious people, to deliver the pious people. Okay, to protect his devotee, to deliver his devotee, to protect the sadhu, he comes. Then vinashaya cha duskritam, miscreate, demons, he comes to destroy it. Vinashaya. You see, Kamsa is there. Krishna is killing the Kamsa. Vinashaya cha duskritam. Third is dharma sansthapanarthaya. Dharma sanstapana, to reestablish the dharma. Okay. There is decline in religious practices. So he comes and he reestablishes the dharma. Dharma sansthapanarthaya. Sambhavami yuge yuge. I come. Yuge yuge. Millennium after millennium. Okay. So how does he come? Why does he come? When he comes, everything Krishna is explaining his position. A simple question. Very intelligent question by Arjuna. We should pay obeisances to Krishna, Arjuna many times, because he asked such a nice question that Krishna is explaining his position. Otherwise, how we could have understood the Krishna's position? Okay. Then, what is the benefit of? Okay, Krishna, you come in this earth, you do this activity. Okay, what is the benefit? Why should we know? So he says, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yoveti tattvataha taktva deham punarjanma naiti mame tu swarjuna. Another like very nice sloka. Ball after ball, good balls are there like cricket. They have so good balls, one after another. Very nice balls, very nice balls. Krishna is sending very nice balls, like so many nice slokas Krishna is selling. Now this sloka, another masterpiece. He says, Janma karma cha me divyam. My janma and my karma both are divya. Anything related to Krishna, we have understood that is divya. He says, my janma is also divya. I am not like normal birth. I doesn't take normal birth like, okay. And karma, my karma is transcendental. My karma is different from the activity which you see daily life. Okay. Krishna, when he was 7 years old, he lifted the Govardhan Parvat in his small fingers of left hand for 7 days continuously. You lift this mobile for 1 hour like this. We are not able to do. Okay, we won't be able to do for lifting the mobile for 1 hour like this. Keep like this your mobile. Very difficult. Krishna lifted for 7 days continuously. Okay, the Giri Govardhan. Okay, so his activities are divyam, not normal. Evam yaveti tatvataha, a person who knows this. Evam yaveti tatvataha, a person who knows this fact about myself, that my janma and my karma is divya. What happened to that person? Takta deham punarjanma. Takta means leaving this body. Takta deham. Deham is this body. Takta deham, leaving this body. Punarjanma naiti. Punarjanma naiti means he won't take birth again. A person who knows this, just this fact that my janma and my karma is divya. In fact, a person who knows this fact truly that my janma and my karma is divya, after leaving this body, he won't take birth again in this material world. Okay. Punar janma naiti mameti swarjuna. Okay. Just by knowing that Krishna's activities are transcendental, Krishna's birth is transcendental, everything is transcendental. We won't take birth again in this material again. We should be knowing with the fact. If we know this and the fact that Krishna is like Janma and karma, everything is divya. What we should do is we should surrender towards him. Okay, we'll see that also. But see, only just knowing, understanding what Krishna leads to liberation. Liberation means mukti. Mukti means mukti from which thing? Mukti from not taking birth again. Neha vikarmana sosti. That sloka we have seen. That prayato mahato bhayat. The mahan bhayat, the most dangerous type of fear is taking birth again in this material world. Krishna says, just you understand about me, you won't take birth again to this material world. A result of understanding about Krishna is liberation. Liberation. Yes. So one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activity does not, upon leaving this body, take his birth again in this material world, but attain my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Okay. Very nice sloka, very nice meaning, very nice understanding. After very nice question. Okay. Questions are very important, very powerful. Questions can be very powerful if it is asked to the right person, by right person, and at right time. And everything was present there. Arjuna, right person, and Arjuna was bewildered at time, and Krishna, the right person to be asked. Okay. Everything was correct at the time. So many things, the difference is there. So we have just formulated the differences between Krishna and Arjuna based on the slokas. So Krishna is eternal and remembers everything. He is Achyuta. He doesn't fall from his position. We are also eternal. The soul is also eternal. But we forget our past because we change the body. Okay. Krishna appears in this transcendental spiritual form, but we appear in material body, material temporary form. Okay. We are Anu, part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is Vibhu, unlimited. Krishna is Vibhu, unlimited. We are part and parcel, Anu. Okay. Krishna appears by his own will, but we are forced to appear by our karma. Okay. Our karma, whatever karma we have done, according to that, we'll get the body, next body. We are forced to appear by our karma, but Krishna appears by his own will. Krishna is a controller of Maya, but we are controlled by Maya. Okay. So you see this picture? This is us. We are being controlled by the Maya, the three modes of material nature. And above that is Krishna. It is hidden. Okay. Above that is Krishna. So this, all three are under Krishna, and we are working under Maya. Okay. So Krishna is controller of Maya. We are controlled by Maya. Krishna remembers all births, but we tend to forget because we change body. Okay. There is no difference between the body of Krishna and Krishna himself. Everything about Krishna is transcendental. His body is not material. His body, his self, his name, everything is Krishna is transcendental. There is no difference in the body and self of Krishna, but our soul is different. Our external body is different. Okay. So that was the liberation. So, but liberation is not everything. Okay. In that sloka, just by knowing about Krishna, we attain liberation. But liberation is not everything. We have to attain the love of Krishna. Okay, love of Krishna. Liberation's perfection of liberation, perfection of mukti is to attain love of Krishna, attain devotion of Krishna. Okay. So that was the liberation. Now, but how to attain the love of Krishna? So Krishna says, Viti raga bhaya krodha manmana mam upasritaha bhavaho janma tapasa puta madbhava magataha. Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger. Vita means free. Raga, bhaya, and krodha. Okay. Rag is attachment, bhaya means fear, and krodha is anger. Free from these three things. Raga, bhaya, and krodha. Viti raga, bhaya, krodha. Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger. Being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me. Many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love of me. After knowing this, we attain liberation. That Krishna's nature is transcendental. Krishna's activity, Krishna's birth, everything is transcendental. Then many people in the past, they have taken refuge after knowing this. They've taken shelter of Krishna. They devoted themselves to Krishna, and then they attain transcendental love of Krishna. So Krishna is saying that just knowing is not enough. Okay. Thing is, they have taken shelter of Krishna. They taken refuge in me. And many persons has become purified after taking refuge in me, and thus they all attain transcendental love of me. Okay. So after knowing this Krishna's nature, when we surrender to Krishna, we attain transcendental love. So from liberation to love, how we can attain? By surrendering. Okay. So that was the position of Krishna. See how intelligent question was there and how Krishna explained that question. To explore his position that Krishna is not a normal person. Okay. Krishna we may think by looking at Krishna, okay, he has normal body, but actually he is not a normal person. Okay. So that is the position of what Krishna has explained in this sloka. So now we are going to see the second part, applying the transcendental knowledge, the myth about Krishna, myth about Bhagavad Gita. Okay. First myth, do all paths lead to same destination? Do all paths lead to same destination? Very important sloka. This answer is no. If you want to go to Delhi, we should board a train of Delhi. If you are boarding a train of Kolkata, you cannot reach Delhi. Okay. So all path doesn't lead to same destination. Okay. So the answer is no. So what is the sloka? This sloka is also very important. I will quote this sloka many times during my sessions. Krishna says, Ye yatha mam prapaddante tam tathaiva bhajami aham mama vartanu vartante manusyam partha sarvashaha manushya partha sampada sarvasaha. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respect, O son of Partha. Important is, what is important? This is important. As all surrender to me, I reward them accordingly. Accordingly. You want Krishna as a enemy? Krishna will be there to for you as an enemy. If you want to Krishna as your child, just like Yashoda Maya, Krishna will be there as your child. Okay. Krishna, you want Krishna as your friend, Krishna will be there as a friend. If you want Krishna as a master, Krishna will be there as a master. Okay. So what do you want to follow? What you want from Krishna? Krishna will give you that. Okay. Krishna says, I'm very, Krishna says, it depends on our desire. Accordingly. The word here used is accordingly. Actually, Krishna is very merciful. It depends on our desire, what we want from Krishna. Okay. We want material thing, Krishna will give us material thing. Okay. If you want Krishna, give me this, give me that, give me money, give me this, that, everything. Okay. Krishna will give. But these things will lead to attachment. That is the problem. If you want a spiritual thing, Krishna will give that. And that will lead to liberation. What we want from Krishna, Krishna will give that. Okay, so that is the very important sloka. It says, as all surrendered unto me, I reward them accordingly. How you are surrendering to Krishna, Krishna will reward you accordingly. Okay. If you want material desires, I want so much money, this, that, Krishna will give you. The thing is, these things will lead to liberation, the bondage to this material world. Okay. We want liberation, we want love of Krishna. That is the ultimate thing we want. If we want this, Krishna will give us. But the thing is, we don't want, we don't ask. What we ask is material desire. Krishna will fulfill that. That will lead to more bondage. Okay. So that's why it is very important to purify our desires. Purified desires are very important because it is very dangerous what we want from Krishna. If you want material thing, Krishna will give, but that will lead to bondage. Purification of desire is very important. Okay. Purify your desire. How to purify? A, B, C, D. Okay. Already we have taken that session last time. Association, book reading, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam reading, Shastra reading, and C for chanting, D for diet and devotion. Okay. Purify your desires, because in this material world, if you have material desire, that is very dangerous. Okay. Let's see. Second part. Are all demigod different form of Lord? Answer is no. So many devatas are there. There are different forms of Lord. No. He says, Krishna says, this is Krishna's word. Men in this world desire success in fruitive activity, and therefore they worship the demigods. Devata. They will worship the Devata. Why? Because they want success in fruitive activity. Okay. Quickly, of course, men get results from fruitive work in this world. Okay. Why demigod worship? Why demigod worships are there? Because strong material desire to fulfill and wants them immediately. So many departments are there under Krishna, like finance department is there, knowledge department is there, the rain department is there. Okay, whatever, many departments are there where demigods are working, devatas are working under Krishna, and they're fulfilling. They're helping the humans. But if humans are like worshipping the demigods for fulfilling the material desires, then that is also cause of bondage only. Okay, so that is the same thing. So the thing is, all demigod different form of Lord. No, different form of Lord. No, they are working under Krishna and different sections are there. Departments are there. If you go to a small company, there will be different sections. Finance section is different. Management section is different. This section is different. That section is different. And this material world is very big. And to nicely control that, we have many departments, and demigods are there which are working under Krishna for different departments. Okay. Third myth, Varna ashram system. Chatur varnam maya srishtam gunakarma vibhagashaha tasyam kartaram apimam vidde akartaram abhyayam. Before discussing this sloka, I'll ask you one question. Many people, they have this confusion of Varna system. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. These are Varna system. Ashrama system. Brahmachari, Grastra, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. So many people have this confusion of Varna system. Chatur Varna Maya system. The Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. My question. Do you think that division is necessary in the society? For proper functioning of the society, division is necessary. What do you think? After that, we'll learn the sloka. You can raise the hand. You can answer in the chat box. Answer can be simple, yes or no. Okay. Do you think division is necessary in the society to run this society nicely? So answers are coming. I'm reading every answer. Yes. Do you think division as Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is necessary in the society for proper functioning of the society?
Yes, Prabhuji, division is necessary.
Okay. Harshvardhan Prabhu, what do you think?
I don't think division is necessary, but one should be given work according to his or her intelligence, and
okay,
there's no need to divide people.
Okay. Okay. So many different types of answers we have. Till now, we have many different kinds of answers. Let's see what Krishna says, and let's try to understand this sloka. This sloka is very important because of this only. because we have so many different answers. Some people yes, some people no, some people yes, some people no. So let's read this look and try to understand with certain example to clarify that example. Okay. First is Chatur Varnam Maya system. Maya system. Maya means who? What? Me. Krishna is saying Chatur Varnam Maya system. The four Varna, Chatur Varna are my srishti. These are made by me. How these are made? Guna karma vibhagasa, based on guna and based on karma. It is not based on janma. Okay. So it is not like the Chatur Varnam Maya system. Janma vibhagasa. It is not like that. Krishna is dividing the society based on guna and karma. Okay. Is the division necessary as Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra? The first thing to understand, these divisions are based on guna and karma, not on birth. Your nature is like a Brahmana, you are a Brahmana. Whether you are born in a Sudra family or which family, it doesn't matter. If your nature is a Brahmana, your activities are a Brahmana, you are a Brahmana. Okay. Vyasadeva, who has written Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, all the Vedas, he was born in a Shudra. He was born from a Shudra. Okay, he was born from a Shudra, but he has written all the Vedas and all the Purana. Okay, he is a greater than a Brahmana. Okay, so that is the thing. Let me give you an example to understand that division is necessary in the society. Okay, so to understand that example, so my background is medical background. You can apply this example in any background, whatever system you work, wherever you work, any system you work, you can apply, or you can apply in the home. Okay, because division is necessary based on guna and karma, based on work. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Like if two hospitals are there, okay, one hospital there are 5 doctors are there. 5 doctors are there. There is no other person, no nursing officer, no sisters are there, no person to clean the biomedical waste, the injections which are put in the floor. There is no person to clean. Okay, there is no person for the pharmacy to distribute the drugs, to distribute the tablets, distribute the syrups. No person is there. Only doctors are there. Okay. Second hospital, you take the example. There are doctors are also there. Nursing officers are also there. Sisters are also there. Pharmacists are also there to distribute the drug. Okay. Then cashiers are also there to take the money, to return back the money. Okay. And the sweepers, cleaners. Okay. To clean the hospital so that new person they'll come. They won't get the junks of the previous patients. They are also there. They are cleaning the floor, everything very nicely. Do you think that first hospital is good or second hospital is good? Which hospital is good? What do you think? First or second? First hospital, there is no division. Only doctors are there. No work division. Everyone is doctor. Okay. Second hospital, there is proper division is there. What work is there for which person they are knowing and they are doing their work. Okay. What do you think? Which hospital is good? First and second. Answers should be very simple. First and second. Okay. Every person is saying second. Yes, division is necessary. Just to run a small hospital, we need division. This is a big world. Okay. And based on working, based on our work, there should be division. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Okay. Second example, I'll give you. Many people confuse about the Janma. So I'll give you the Janma example also. If in a hospital, a son of doctor is there, he's saying, I am a doctor. My qualification is that I have been born of that doctor. My father is a doctor, that's why I'm a doctor. Do you think he's a doctor? No. Second person, he has proper degree, proper qualification. He has been trained in medical colleges to be the doctor also. What do you think? Which doctor you will go? The first one, where he was son of a doctor, just son of a doctor, no qualification. His qualification is his qualification is not close to doctor. Okay. His just qualification is born to a doctor. Do you think he's a doctor? No, he's not a doctor. The person who has proper qualification, proper degree, proper gun, proper karma of a doctor, he is a doctor. Okay. So thing is like that. Okay. So this is the system which is introduced by Krishna, like based on guna and karma, there is a division. Okay, Krishna has properly divided the society into 4 guna and karma. Okay, so it is in Kali Yuga, everything is people are changing in based on birth. Okay, very dangerous if we are doing like that. So the thing is like that. So based on guna and karma, there is proper division. If a person is born in a Shudra, born from a Shudra, but his qualities are like a Kshatriya, he is a Kshatriya. If his quality is like Brahmana, he is a Brahmana. What are those qualities? We'll learn in, I think, 18th chapter it is given. Okay, that is the thing. Third myth, Varna system is necessary based on guna and karma. Okay. One more very important concept, action. Very important concept. Okay. So let's see. कर्मणो हे अपि बोद्धाव्यम बोद्धाव्यम च विकर्मणा aha karmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. The intricacies of actions are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. 3 things Krishna is saying. The intricacies, this line is also very important. The intricacies of action is very hard to understand. Sometimes we go for doing good karma, it results in a bad karma. Okay, it happens like that. Sometimes you try to do punya karma, it becomes papa karma. Intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. So to understand these concepts as a tabular format, so that you can understand this concept is very important. That's why. Okay. So the akarma, karma, and vikarma. So first, think about this karma and vikarma, then we'll see the akarma. So karma and vikarma. What is the meaning of karma? Karma means a person is doing karma or activity for himself or with attachment. Okay. Activity he is doing with attachment according to the Vedas. Okay, not against the Veda. He is doing activity according to Veda. So that is called punya karma, or that is called simply called karma. Okay, the reactions of that is good reaction, that is punya. So if he is doing action with attachment, okay, he is doing for himself according to Shastra, then he will get punya karma. In the second the word that is vikarma, that person is also doing action with attachment for himself only, but he is doing against the Shastra, against the Vedas, against the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, against the rules, regulations. So he is getting the papa reaction. He is getting the pap, he is accumulating the pap, that is called bad reaction. So this karma is called punya reaction, vikarma is called pap action. Good action, bad action. Okay. So karma and vikarma. So if you are doing karma, we'll have good reaction, that is punya. If we are doing vikarma, that is, we have bad reaction, that is the papa. Okay. So this is the thing. So this is very dangerous. So if we go on doing any karma, it will either result in good karma or bad karma. Okay. Because we are doing with attachment. That's why it can come within good karma or bad karma. But there is one more type of karma. Okay. Krishna says akarma. Any work done with attachment to Krishna or any activity done for Krishna, that is called akarma. That is called akarma. So if activity is done for Krishna, then result, what will the result? Whether punya karma or pap karma? Result won't be punya karma or pap karma, because punya karma or pap karma both are material. And we have included Krishna in our karma. That's why the result won't be material. Result is also transcendental, and that result is called transcendental result. Okay, akarma. So that is akarma. So akarma means any activity, if we are including Krishna in that activity becomes transcendental, and then results are also not material. Results are also not karma or vikarma. Results is something transcendental. So for whom we are doing in this akarma, all activity done for Krishna. Attitude is to desire for sense gratification. No desire for sense gratification. We are doing it for Krishna's pleasure. Result is enjoy transcendental happiness. Here the result is good karma, here result is pap karma. Okay, karma, vikarma. But here the result is transcendental happiness. Okay. So you see, Whether good karma or bad karma, both are binding because both are material. If we accumulate good karma, we'll have to take the body again to enjoy the good karma, enjoy the punya. If we have accumulated the papa karma, we'll have to again take the body to suffer from the papa karma, for suffer from the papa. Okay. So that is the thing. So both are material. Our karma is transcendental when we are doing services for Krishna, when we are attaching Krishna in any activity. Okay. The third part, that is transcendental sacrifices leading to transcendental knowledge. So we are coming in that. Just 1 second. Okay. So third part we are moving. So that is the sacrifices leading to transcendental knowledge. So we have already seen the sacrifices that every activity which we do, we should be doing it for Krishna as a sacrifice because we are not the only worker. Okay. Krishna is helping us in every aspect. What is the aim of the sacrifices? Why we do sacrifices? To control the senses, to free from the sinful reaction. When we offer the sacrifices, whatever action we are doing, if we are offering it for Krishna, we are doing it for Krishna, then we are not getting the sinful reaction, or we are not getting the good reaction. We are getting the akarma. Okay. So to free from the sinful reaction, to be happy in this as well as next life, and to gain transcendental knowledge, purification. When we do action as a sacrifice, it leads to purification. When we are purified, we can control the senses, we can gain transcendental knowledge. Okay. Basic thing is purification. Our desires should be purified. Our activities should be purified to control the senses, to gain the transcendental knowledge. Okay. That is the thing. What is the aim of sacrifices? To suit different types of worker as per Veda. The sacrifices part we have already seen in detail in the last chapter. So we are moving to the fourth part, that is process of transcendental knowledge. How we can acquire this transcendental knowledge? Okay, very important this sloka also. How we can acquire Bhagavad Gita knowledge, how we can acquire, how we can achieve the transcendental knowledge. Krishna says very important sloka, this 4.34. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. Tad vidhi pranipatena jnaninan tattvadarshina. You see, jnaninan tattvadarshina, a person tattvadarshina, a person who has seen the truth, that jnani. From that jnani we can acquire the knowledge. Okay, jnanina tattvadarshina, a person who has seen the truth, who has applied this knowledge in his life, and he has this knowledge, truth, tattvadarshina. He has seen this knowledge in truth, and he is a jnani. That person can give us knowledge. How? He says, Tad vidhi pranipatena. What is the vidhi of acquiring this knowledge? Pranipatena, pariprashnena, and sevaya. Paripatena, Pariprasnena, and Sevya. Okay. Pranipatena, surrender. First thing is surrender. Pranipatena. Nipatena means becoming blank, means surrendering. Surrender to a spiritual master, surrender to a jnani, surrender to a person who is applying the teachings of Bhagavad Gita in his life, surrender to a person who is always remembering Krishna, I surrender to a person who is 24/7 in the service of Krishna. That person surrender and learn from that person. How? Fully surrender. The first thing is fully surrender. Then pariprasnena, ask question from him. Inquire from him submissively. What should be my duty? How we can acquire the knowledge? How we can understand Krishna? How we can surrender ourselves to Krishna? How we can serve Krishna? How we can love Krishna? Please instruct us. Please give us some instructions so that we can engage in the service of Krishna. Okay. So first is pranipatena. Second is pariprasnena. Inquire from him submissively. And third is sevaya. Serve him. Whatever instruction he is giving, that we should serve. The spiritual master we should serve. Okay. Paripatena, pariprasnena, and sevaya. That is the way of acquiring the transcendental knowledge. He says, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Surrender to him. Inquire from him submissively, pariprasnena, and render service unto him, sevaya. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. They have seen the truth. They have acquired the knowledge. They have applied this knowledge in their life. They can give you this knowledge. That is the way of achieving the transcendental knowledge. Okay. Humbly and submissively. Surrender to them humbly. Okay. Ask from them the spiritual question. Like the Arjuna is asking so nice question. Questions very powerful. Pariprasnena, very powerful. If it is asked to the right person, right place, right time, and to the right person, it can change the life. One question can change your life. Okay. That is the thing. Questions are very powerful. What is the benefit of this transcendental knowledge received from Guru or a spiritual master or a Tattva Darshana person, a person who has seen the truth? If you are receiving this knowledge from them, what will happen? One never falls again into illusion. The spiritual master is there to guide us. Okay. So one never falls again into illusion. Illusion is Maya. This material world is illusion. One will cross over the ocean of misery. What is the ocean of misery? This material world is the ocean of misery. How we can cross that? With the help of the spiritual master, with the help of this Krishna. Okay, with the help of this knowledge, we can cross this ocean of material misery. Fire of knowledge will burn all the sinful reactions. Many sinful activity we have done till now. We have accumulated many sinful karma, or maybe we have accumulated many good karma. Fire of this knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita, the purification will burn all the sinful knowledge which we have, sinful activity which we have done till now, sinful reaction which we have accumulated till now, all will be burned. Okay. Many people they ask, if we start doing bhakti, what will happen to our sinful reaction? All will be burned. Krishna is saying in 4.37, fire of this knowledge will burn all the sinful reaction. And then devotional service is the mature fruit, and one who practices will enjoy its sublime and pure truth. What is the aim of growing a tree? So if you are growing a tree, finally it should give certain mature fruit. Mature fruit. Devotional service is called mature fruit of all this transcendental knowledge. Whatever transcendental knowledge is there, whatever knowledge you acquire, whatever spiritual knowledge you acquire, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, self-realization, anything you acquire, the mature fruit is devotional service. We should be devoted to Lord. We should be surrendering to Lord. That is the devotional service is called mature fruit. The word is mature fruit. Like mature fruit. If you grow a tree, the mature fruit we need. Devotional service is the mature fruit of all the Vedic literature, everything. Okay. So we gain that when we learn from a spiritual master, a bona fide spiritual master who comes in a sampradaya. But who can achieve this knowledge? So that was the qualification for the Guru. He should be Tattva Darshana. He should be engaged in the service of Krishna. But what is the qualification of a person who should be approaching that guru, approaching that person, who can have this knowledge and who cannot have. So that is the qualification is faithful man who is dedicated and he control his senses. The word here, faithful man, a man who is a faithful, a man who is having faith, that person can have this knowledge. If a person is ignorant, a person is faithless, who doubt the revealed scripture, he cannot understand this knowledge. Okay. So first day I told you, what is the qualification to do this course? What is the qualification to understand this mystery? Faith, faith, and faith. Okay. Conclusion. One who acts in devotional service, renouncing his fruit of his action. Okay. One who acts in service, renouncing his fruit of his action, and whose doubt has been destroyed by transcendental knowledge. Okay. Who can act in the devotional service? Whose doubt has been destroyed by transcendental knowledge, renouncing his fruit of action. Dharma yoga, Jnana yoga, everything. Finally, it is coming to the bhakti yoga. So final thing, in the transcendental yoga also, the thing Krishna is telling is devotional service is the mature fruit. Krishna is discussing about the Jnana yoga, but he is telling that devotional service is best. Mature fruit is devotional service. Okay. So you see why it is emphasized that the devotional service is best. Devotional service we should do is Krishna himself, every chapter Krishna is describing, after that Krishna will tell that bhakti is best. Devotional service is best. Devotional service is mature fruit of every knowledge, whatever you gain. Any knowledge, any shastra, anything you read, final thing is devotional service. Okay. That is called mature fruit of every scripture. Okay. So let's summarize the chapter which we have learned till now. We have the mnemonic was past, P-A-S-T. So we started with position of Krishna. Arjuna asked a very nice question to Krishna. Before that, Krishna was describing the past of Bhagavad Gita, how the Bhagavad Gita appeared. This knowledge was given to the Vivaswan. Vivaswan gave it to Manu. Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. In this way, this knowledge was coming in the parampara system. So this knowledge should be received in a parampara. Evam parampara praptam. This knowledge should be received in a parampara, and so that we have seen the four sampradaya we have seen. First is the Brahma Madhva Goddess Sampradaya, second is Sri Sampradaya, third is the Rudra Sampradaya, and four is Kumar Sampradaya. So any knowledge received in these four Sampradaya can be called authoritative. Other than that, we should not accept that knowledge. Okay. So that is the position of Krishna. For that, Arjuna asked one very important question. Arjuna said, this knowledge was given to sun god Vivaswan, but Vivaswan is very older. Okay, how did you give this knowledge? Then Krishna started explaining his position, that is Janma and Karma is Divyam, his activity is Divyam. Okay, why does he appear? Where does he appear? When he appears? What is his activities is? So that we have seen. Second part, applying the transcendental knowledge. Myths we have seen. First myth was, all paths lead to same destination. No, what we want from Krishna, Krishna will give accordingly. Okay, so it depends on actually our desires. So it is very important to purify our desires. So first thing was that. Second thing we have learned about the demigods. Devatas, are they equal to Krishna? No, they are working under Krishna. Why people worship the demigod Devatas? To fulfill their material desires, strong material desires they have, and to fulfill that they worship. Okay. Fine. Third thing about Varna system. This Varna system has been made by Krishna based on Guna and Karma, not on birth, and this is necessary. Okay. Then third part was the sacrifices. Sacrifices is very important because it will lead to purification, and it lead to attainment of transcendental knowledge. Okay. Fourth is the process of transcendental knowledge. How we can acquire the transcendental knowledge? Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. First is pranipatena, surrender to a self-realized soul. Second is pariprashnena, inquire from it submissively. And third is sevaya, render service into him. In this way, we can gain this transcendental knowledge. Okay, that we have seen in today's chapter. I hope you have understood today's chapter. I'll unmute every person so that we can have once chanting. Okay, then we can take question answer session. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
yes.
Hare Ram Hare Hare.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Vaishnavi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So we'll take question and answer session now, Mataji. So if you have any question, you please put in the chat box or you raise hand, we can take.
One question is there from S. Krishnan Prabhuji. Why do we suffer when we are part of it?
So what is our desire? Do you want to suffer or do you want happiness? Everyone wants happiness, but we are searching in wrong place. Okay, we are searching the happiness in wrong place. When we want only Krishna give me money. Krishna give me money. Krishna give me sukh samriddhi. Krishna give me good son. Krishna good wife. This that. Then Krishna, what Krishna will do? If you want Krishna, give me your love. Okay, give me your surrenders. I want to surrender to me. Give me your foots, the lotus feet. I want to become a lotus flower in your lotus feet. Give me that. Okay. So what we want, Krishna will fulfill. That is the thing. Why we suffer? Because we want suffering. We are suffering because we want to be away from Krishna. We want to lord over. We are suffering because of Maya. We want to become under Maya. Okay. So that is the thing. This material world is Maya. And we want Maya, Krishna will be like, okay, what you want, whatever you want. Okay. Actually, it is our problem. Okay.
No question in my chat box.
Yes, please. Questions, please. Whatever questions you have, please ask.
Ajay Sahar Prabhuji is asking, what are the identifications of a true spiritual guru?
Spiritual guru should be in bona fide parampara system, as well as he should be always in the service of Krishna. Okay, if he is in the service of Krishna, that means he knows the science of Krishna. Okay, so that is the true identification. A person who knows the science of Krishna and he is engaged in the service of Krishna 24/7, that person is the true spiritual guru. Okay, Tattva Darshana. Krishna told Tattva Darshana. A person who has seen the Tattva, a person who is knowing the truth, that person can be the spiritual guru.
Yes, Prabhuji. Tejaswini Mataji is asking, as we all are in Kali Yuga, adharma are increased as per 4.8. Krishna will born in future. Are he already born?
Krishna will be born as Kalki Avatar. It is already given in the Shastra that Krishna will be born as a Kalki Avatar. Okay. So it is during the last of Kali Yuga, many years to come. Krishna just has came to this earth in form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, 500 years back. Okay. So that is called hidden avatar. Many places describes that Krishna will come in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that is the hidden avatar because this is Kali Yuga. Okay, why he comes? To annihilate the miscreant, to kill the miscreants. Kali Yuga, every person is miscreant. If you start killings, every person will be killed. Okay, so there is hidden avatar in the middle, in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that came 500 years ago. Okay, so that is one thing. And 5,000, the last of Kali Yuga, the Kalki Avatar will come, and that will be the last of Kali Yuga. Okay, during the last ages of Kali Yuga. So many years to come. But just now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has came to glorify this Sankirtan movement to every person, to give the devotion to every person. Okay.
Vindhya Mataji is asking, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, when Krishna says like in 4.7, decline in religion practice, or as he mentions the rise of irreligion, what does he really mean by the word religion?
Religion doesn't see, the religion is not the correct word in English. Okay. Religion is like faith. In English, if you see religion like Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, these are like religion. No. Religions with faith. Actually, the religion is like faith, the word used in the English word. But religion means what? There is rise of irreligion and decline in religious practices, and rise in irreligion means the practices which are against the Shastra, that is rising, and the practices which is according to Shastra, which is decreasing. Okay, religion here means the acts which are done according to Shastra, that is called religion. Okay, religion is not the correct word in English, but we don't have the word in English.
Tejaswini Mataji is asking, the Lord, he created Varna system. Which group he belongs to?
Krishna says, though I created this Varna system, I doesn't belong to any group because I am the creator of this Varna system. Okay. He can act in everything. He can act as a Vaishya because he was in the Vraj Mandal, he was doing, if you see, he was having the cause. Okay, so he is Vaishya also. He is Kshatriya also because he was king. Okay, he was a Shudra also because he became driver of Arjuna, as well as he was a Brahmana also because he was the knowledge, what knowledge he had. Okay, so the thing is, he doesn't belong to any group. Okay, he's the creator of all group, and he doesn't belong to any group. Okay.
No question. Manjira Das Gupta is asking, Prabhuji is asking.
Pariprashnena means ask questions from him submissively. Okay, inquire from him submissively. Inquire about your spiritual life. Don't go to a self-realized person and ask, the Russia and Ukraine is having war, who is going to win? What do you think about Russia and Ukraine war? No, you should inquire about your spiritual life. That is called pariprashnena. Inquire from him submissively. Okay, question from him submissively. Right question, right place, right time. Okay, so that is called pariprashnena. Inquire from him submissively. Unless and until we inquire, no one is going to answer. Okay, Arjuna is inquiring and Krishna is giving answer. Okay, and Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. Okay, he became a Shishya of Krishna. Okay, then he's inquiring in the Bhagavad Gita. If you see, he is inquiring from Krishna, and then last, whatever Krishna's instruction will be there, he will be doing sevaya. He will serve. Okay. Okay. 4 minutes left. 4 more minutes.
Preksha Megraj Mataji is asking, Prabhuji, please explain karma, akarma.
Explain means I already took, I think, 10 minutes in karma and vikarma in detail. In question answer session, it is not possible again to everything explain akarma, vikarma. The thing is, basic thing is karma. If we are doing karma means what? We are doing something for ourselves. Punya karma. These are punya karma. Karma means punya karma. Vikarma means we are doing the bad activity, which is against the Shastra, against what the rules, regulations are there. And akarma means we are not doing for ourselves. We are doing it for Krishna. That is the akarma. Okay.
Preksha Mataji, don't worry, even if you missed it, you can still go on YouTube and you can listen the whole
YouTube video I'll share in the group. I've already made the playlist. Whatever, if the people have not listened to all the classes, they can listen all the classes, back classes also. So you can go through the video, Mataji. Okay. Okay. So I hope your questions has been answered. So it's already 2 minutes left. One question we can take. If anyone is having any question, we'll take.
Prabhuji, can I ask one thing?
Yes,
Yesterday,
Mataji.
the day before yesterday, there was a question about some Mataji asked that if brothers are taking them in a legal fight, what should we do? To explain
If
the
brother,
brother is taking her in a legal matter, so how?
yes, Mati. Yes.
Prabhuji, can you explain that once more?
If brother is taking us in legal matters, what to do? Actually, the thing is if you see in the material world, these things will be happening always. Always it will be happening. Okay, if these things will be happening always. Whether you want, whether you don't want, this is because this is material world. These things will be happening. Someone will take you the court. Maybe if your brother is taking, or the neighbor is taking, or other person is taking, someone will be doing some certain thing. There will be problem every time, and these problems are basically due to our karma only. Whether our brother is giving problem or other person is giving problem, these results are coming to us because of our karma only. Okay, so what we should do? Shall we get entangled into those problems, or shall we focus in our spiritual life, so that we start doing our karma, we start doing our spiritual services, we start surrendering to Krishna? So we have two roads at that time, two ways at that time. We have to choose one way. Okay, so either we can get entangled into the court matter, and that full time we are serving that court thing, or we are serving Krishna. Okay, these things will happen, come and go, because happiness and distress anyways it will come and go. Okay, this time there is distress, next time there will be happiness. So what to do? So thing is, these things are coming to me because of past karma only. So I should not waste my time now in doing the bad activity or these activities. I should be surrendering ourselves to I should be doing the akarma part. I should be surrendering to the Supreme Lord. I should be doing the devotional services. Okay, so the thing is that what we are focusing. Okay.
No, my brother is very nice, but still I wanted to listen, actually I missed a little part and I couldn't go back to YouTube, so I'm asking again. Sorry for the trouble. We have two questions. S. Krishnan Prabhuji is asking, when we are part of him, then why are we doing wrongful acts of vikarma?
Because of our desire. See, Krishna doesn't interfere in our desires or free will. Okay. Krishna, the sloka which we have read, Ye yathamam prapaddate tab tansaiva bhajamyam. Krishna doesn't say that I will give you the desire. Desires is our part. Okay. What we want, we can desire. And based on that, fulfillment will be there. Krishna doesn't interfere in the desires. Okay. A father doesn't interfere with his son's desire. Okay. The son will be desiring, father will be fulfilling. Okay. So thing is like, otherwise it is like slave. If the son is not desiring everything father is saying and son is doing, okay, then this is like slave. Okay, there is no love. If there is love, there will be desire. So we are having the love exchanges with Krishna. Krishna gives a desire part. Okay, and Krishna doesn't interfere with our free will. Krishna gives us free will, and Krishna doesn't interfere with that. Okay, so whatever our free will. So with our free will, we can go towards wrong way. We can go towards correct way. We can go towards Krishna. We can go away from Krishna. What we want. Okay. If we are doing against us, Krishna has already given these things to be done, these things to not to be done. Okay. So many knowledge Krishna is giving. It depends on our desire, what we want to follow. If you want to follow Krishna, or we want to go against Krishna, what we want. Okay. Both way Krishna will be fulfilling. Krishna is like neutral person. Whatever you want from Krishna, Krishna will give. So though we are part and parcel of Krishna, in this material world, we are entangled. Okay, we are entangled. And when we are desiring wrong way, we want to become entangled in this material, what Krishna can do? Krishna is extending his hand towards ourselves. Okay, read Bhagavad Gita, service. Okay, how to understand this knowledge, how you can come to me. Everything Krishna is explaining, but we are not listening. We are doing our own way. What Krishna can do? Nothing. Okay. Thing is, Krishna doesn't interfere with our free will, and whatever will we have, according to that, we get the result. If our will is for the sense gratification, okay, sense gratification, many things are there for sense gratification. Try to do sense gratification. Okay, so like that. So that is the thing. So your question is, when we are part and parcel of him only, then why we are doing wrongful act and vikarma? Because of our free will. Okay.
Prabhuji, Preksha Mataji is asking, Prabhuji, as Krishna says, when we surrender to Krishna, he rewards it accordingly. So does it only depend on our desire, or does it also depend on karma?
Okay, so you have correctly understood, Mataji. So the two things are always there. One is called past karma, one is called desire. We will be getting the results according to the past karma, but at the same time, we will be having the desires. Okay, we will be fulfilling the desires. That part will come little later when we have the concept of three duals. Okay, I will tell you at that time. So both things are there. Karma is also there, desire is also there. How these are acting, I'll give you different examples so that you can understand at the time. Okay, so we don't have time today, and we are finishing this chapter. So we'll meet again. When the concept of three doers are there, we'll describe. I think it will come in fifth chapter only. Tomorrow only it will come. Okay, fifth or sixth chapter. I think tomorrow only it will come. Fifth chapter. So we'll have the concept of three doers. That time I will describe you the desires and karma part. Okay, the free will part also will come there. Okay, so concept will become more clear about the free will and desire. So Krishnan Prabhu and Preksha Mataji, both of your questions will deal tomorrow. Okay. Yes.
No questions, Prabhu. Thank you.
Whatever things you have missed, Preksha Mataji, you can go through the video and you can take. Okay. So already we are 8:30, running out of time. Many people are already left. Will be leaving. Okay. So I'll just unmute every person so that final Hare Krishna will be there for today. Hare Krishna devotee.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Very much.
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Vaishnavi Mataji, for coming and helping me out through the session. Thank you, the devotees, for coming and
Answers are
attending the
really
classes.
very nice, Prabhu. Your answers are very inspiring and very nice. And according to the present situation, what we are looking like, we are seeing a day to day, every day we are seeing these situations in many lives. And
Yes, Mataji.
the examples are
Bhagavad Gita is not anything which is not practical, Mataji. It's a fully practical thing.
yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I think your device is fine.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I think
Thank you. Today's session was so good, but I actually missed it due to connection issues.
No, Mataji, even I think Prabhu must be having some connection issue. I'll end up the meeting. Hare Krishna, everybody.